Coach Massey here from Massey Machado Strength and Conditioning with another episode of Move Your Feet. And today we're going to answer another viewer's inquiry, sent it in by email. So it says, Dear Coach Massey, lately I've been working out of the back of my car and at parks and have been doing a lot of speed and agility based work. A lot of this work has come from your progressions and I truly appreciate your dedication to all of us. Well, thank you. A while back I watched a Move Your Feet episode called Find Your Feet. You were using a flexible barbell, a tsunami bar, and I wanted to get one to take out with me in my car, but I think it might be a bit too long or big. So is there anything that you recommend for something like that with those other flexible sticks I saw you using recently in your videos at Perform Better? Any help with a similar biomechanics or agility progression would be greatly appreciated. And that's from Bray Whitford Jr., Chelmsford, Mass., soon to leave for California. Well, Bray, thank you so much for your email, and I definitely do appreciate what you're going through right now. It is difficult, but keep after it, man, and I'm telling you, all good things will come. But if you have a company name, get the company name to me. I want to give you a shout out. Please, never forget to do that. So if you email me, Bray, I'll get your company name out there too. So yeah, the Move Your Feet episode you were talking about, Find Your Feet, we were talking about ground engagement and biomechanics in lateral movement and how we have a lot of issues with people opening up their toe or having their hip fly open. And I strongly urge all of you to refer back to that Find Your Feet episode. This way you'll kind of get an insight of what we're talking about. We don't have to review each and everything. But the bar that Bray was talking about was this bar here, and it's actually not that long. It might be a little over 6 feet tall, and it fits in your garden variety vehicle, definitely in a hatchback or an SUV. Even if you have your standard size car, just feed it into the front and you'll be good to go. In that video we just had one of our coaches using it on his back. It gave him a little reactivity and it helped him with his lateral movement, and we went through that Find Your Feet progression. So this is actually what we were using, and it's not as big as you think. Some of the other bars are a little longer, like up into the 90 some odd inches. And that might be a problem to take around with you. But this one's fairly easy to transport. So now what you're talking about, Bray, is the quick sticks. So the quick sticks are relatively new to Tsunami Bar. You can purchase these things through Perform Better also. And you know I use all different types of equipment. I do happen to like the flexible barbells. I like oscillation amplitude training. I like ground reaction force training, and I'm a big fan of that. And what we had done in that Find Your Feet episode, we're going to kind of recap right now. So I'm going to call Maddie in to help out, and for a second you'll just basically be a bar holder. But we're going to go through these progressions little by little. So in that Find Your Feet episode, what we were working on is, and Matt has actually done this for a long time, is we were working on making sure that our feet didn't come together, because nothing good comes out of what we call zero, and that's why we have our no zero progressions, another video you guys can check out. But Matt, we had Coach Kevin, he was using the bar, pulling down on it, and he was just walking to find the difference between the inside and the outside edges of his feet to maintain good ground engagement during lateral movement. And let's start dry on that. So without the bars, Matt, just show them what like a good power pillar would look like, and as you're moving left or right. So in that case, Maddie starts with his outside foot. Good. Now if you were going to shuffle spit, Matt, let's come back over here and start, right? So if you were going to shuffle spit, you'd actually start wider. He'd bring his back foot first, and he'd spit it out. Good, thank you. So we kind of went through those progressions, and we worked our way up to where we backloaded a bar with plates on it. So we don't like to work perfect. We like to surprise our demonstrators. So Matt, what we're going to do is we're going to take these sticks now, and we're going to get them going at about a 50 tempo, and he's going to keep his knees fairly straight. We'll say about 20 degrees flexion, maybe a little bit more to move laterally. And Maddie, we're just going to translate as if we had the bar on our back, but we don't have the bar on our back. So we're going to get the reactivity from the quick sticks, and we're going to find our feet, and hopefully that reactivity will help to complement the ground reaction forces. So he'll start him up, and he's just creeping. Now the opposite way, and the opposite way. And rest. Good. So a lot of times we get questions like, you know, what equals what. And send me an email, I'll help you a little bit with that, with the oscillation, amplitude, speed, and stability training. But definitely here with that tempo, you're going to take a look at time and tempo. What the tempo looks like, what the magnitude or the amplitude of that bar looks like while he's moving. Now, Matt, let's see if we can beef that up a little bit. Let's get a little more tempo in the quick sticks, and we'll move left and right. So really get him moving a little bit more, and now work it. Good. And then back. And you can see already, and then back. He's getting challenged, and then back again. And rest. Okay? Good. So, Bray, I hope that sort of answers your question as to how you might utilize these quick sticks, and we'll do a lot more videos with these quick sticks, how you would utilize these as opposed to having a long bar in the find your feet progressions, which is really, really important. When you do go back to that video and look at it, you'll notice Coach Kevin actually had his shoes off, because we're big proponents about getting the shoes off and really utilizing your feet for ground engagement and just using your proprioceptive capabilities to feel your way through and to feel the ground when you move laterally, linear. It doesn't matter. You have to know what parts of your feet are necessary to contact and engage the ground. So let's pull the sticks out for just a second, and then we'll get back to Matt and we'll beat him up on what we're going to do next, because it's a little difficult. So this is a little bonus content. In our no zero progressions, which means don't cross your feet, don't come to zero, we have something that we call the 21. Listen, it's a side-to-side shuffle with efficacy, is all it really is. We like to start, and we always talked about the 16 to 18-inch rule. We like to start, and we like to just get people in and out, in and out. And when you do this, you should not have really any contact on that outside edge of your foot, because you want to be able to get into the movement, maintain a winning angle, then get out of it. It's really just a side-to-side shuffle, in and out. I'm trying to look athletic and change my line each time. So we're going to have Matt take that type of movement, translate it, boom, with the quick sticks. So it's a bonus movement. So you've already got 2 movements, plus probably the other 3 or 4 videos we did with these sticks, trying to help people get out on the road, maintain our client base, stay fresh with new novel stuff that really makes a difference in the way people move and play. So let's give it about a 50 tempo, Maddie, and then we'll start moving. Go ahead. Good. And rest. And you'll see right there, it actually takes him down and lowers him. It's actually like self-correcting. You saw a lot of foot activity. So do that without the sticks, because I want people to notice something. Go ahead. Move. Close your toes, don't bring your heels together, and rest. So Maddie's a linebacker too, so he moves really well laterally. When he had these in his hands, there was a lot more foot stuttering or shuddering, because he was required to engage that ground and manage the reactivities from these sticks immediately. So any way we slice it, the quick sticks are a great tool. You know I'm big on removing upper and lower kinetic chain or separating them. We did some work in the Find Your Feet video where we hugged a PB medicine ball and we moved side to side, making sure we were only using our lower kinetic chain and not utilizing complementary movement or reciprocal movement from our arms. Then we put the arms back and utilize those. Same deal with this. Do your progressions on these quick sticks. Go back to dry, then start opening up the movement in the field. Take this time to take advantage of working outside your scope, in the sense that you probably are in a facility a lot. Now you're forced outside some places, right? Don't look at it as a disadvantage. Look at it as a time to really blossom, really learn, and really challenge yourself to take the things that you know that work, take your progressions and open it up. Make it wide open, make it fresh, make it new. And then when you do get back in action, you'll have to have bigger places. Everybody want to do big work. But anyway, listen, until next time, Coach Massey here from Massey Machado Strength and Conditioning. Remember, greatness is forged, not fabricated. I thank you for coming out. Emails, please. Any information you'd like, please. Any day, any time. That's your day.